Hello. For those who follow me on Instagram, you know what's going on. Um, I've asked you to ask some questions for Q&A. I'm not in the frame. Hello. And that's what I'm gonna do. I have your questions right here. And yeah, let's see. What do I start with? Something easy. um, what do you think of Green Day? Um, I like Green Day. I've done some covers of them, played them at the Voice of Germany in the quarterfinals. So yeah, I really enjoy playing the songs. They of course are one of the bands that are some of the first rocks slash punk bands that I've heard. So yeah. Um, if you could go back in time, in which year would you like to live in? That's a hard one. Jesus Christ. I would probably even say the 60s, because like the 60s were pretty awesome. Like they had some great music back then. So like purely on the music, I would probably say the 60s. You know, maybe mid 60s, you know, so 65, something like that. Guitars aren't that, wouldn't be that expensive though. That would also be a great thing. Why did you decide to grow your hair? That's a good one. Well, for me at least, one of the reasons was that everyone had like the standard, you know, short hair, like really short, and the sides were shaved. And they had like on top a bit of hair just straight back, and I just didn't want to be like everybody else, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna let it grow out. You know, when I was a kid, till I was like maybe 13, 14, I had it quite long like this, like to the chin. So yeah, basically just because I wanted to differentiate myself from other people. Let's see, why? Oh gee, I'm gonna have to some are in German as well, so I have to translate them. Why can't I download your covers on iTunes? My covers you can't download because purely I need a license to sell my music if it's a cover song. If it's my music, I can just do that, but if it's a cover song, I really need to work on it. Having the proper licenses. I did that for the first one I did was Zombie from the Cranberries. I did that one. That's the first one I got. There's gonna be one more probably next month, which will be a surprise. Yeah, so stay tuned for that one. Let's see. What's your biggest motivation? That's also a really hard question. What's my biggest motivation? Probably just seeing, like, if I make the music now, it's fun for me. Doing the music is fun for me, but what motivates me to do it is basically your reactions to it. Like, if you say, oh, I love that song, you know, that's like the reason I'm doing it, to give other people joy, if you want to call it like that. This is a weird one. Who was your first crush? I guess you mean celebrity crush? I'm gonna go for celebrity crush. Whew. I've always had a thing for Amber Heard. I don't know why. Yeah, probably Amber Heard. She's pretty hot. It's not a question here, but I'm gonna read it anyway. Thank you for your great covers and music, with a heart emoji. Thank you. That's what I meant with, like, that's the motivation. Like, people writing something like this is a great motivation. How to start playing the acoustic guitar? Can you recommend something to me? Don't buy crappy guitars, because if you buy a crappy guitar, chances are you will give it up before you even start it, because like, if the guitar isn't great, I would also recommend starting on electric guitar, because like, if you get for, let's say, $100, you get a acoustic and an electric guitar. The electric's gonna be way better, just because like I think acoustic guitars are just basically more. They cost more to produce. That's what I guess. I don't know if that's true, but could you tell me something in Spanish? ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? I don't know if that was right. Where's the fucking library? Alright, I need to translate that one. Do you have a tip or recommendation against depression? Listen to music, make music, anything with music helps me. So yeah, probably just a lot of music, and the most important thing, talk to somebody about it. Like, find someone you feel comfortable to talking about it. Ouch. That's probably also a good thing. Yeah. What's your favorite Fender guitar? I would say normally the Jaguar, but I'm currently having my eye on a Telecaster, to be honest, because fuck, that thing's great. Especially that it's fucking expensive. The Richie Kotzen one, that's fun. It looks stunning, and it sounds great. I've heard it. Do you like solo music, or would you rather be in a band? Both. I mean, playing solo is good because I don't have to. Especially like I don't necessarily am always good with staying intact, like, you know, like in the beat, like. So if in a band, I think in the beginning it would be hard for me to just be in time with it. But yeah, well, I mean, if I'm solo playing, you know, I can play how fast or how slow I ever wanted. So yeah. Could you make a cover of Like a Stone by Audioslave? I've played it in some live streams. You can, if you go through some live streams of me, I've played it there before. I don't know if I'm gonna cover it, like a full one. Maybe. How long is your hair? I've never measured it. It's like, I don't know if you can see it. Like, if I take it, it goes like my nipples here, like almost to the nipple. I can't believe I did that. What do you like? Oh wait, it's a German one, so I'm gonna have to translate it. What do you like the most from Nirvana? Like, not necessarily the songs, like it's meant as like in general. Like, what do I like? Why do I like the band? Well, as you might know, I haven't played Nirvana for a long time. Not even in live streams. Like, I kind of got like stopped it. That has the reason that I'm just tired of playing it, because like everybody asks me in live streams, play Nirvana, and I'm not gonna do it anymore. However, next month, like I said, I'm gonna release a new cover, or maybe even this month, maybe end of this month, a new cover like you can buy, like a purchasable cover. Maybe that's gonna be a Nirvana song, just to try it out. Do you do sports? If yes, which sports do you do? Which kind of sport do you do? I don't do sport at the moment. I did judo for like 10 years, but that's it. I'm not really into sports. It's not my thing. How many tattoos do you have? Just that one. Like, for those who follow me on Instagram, they've seen the procedure of it. That's the only one I have. The Why So Serious one. Love your voice. Thank you. Any tips on how to develop a good singing voice? I'm probably not a good example of doing that, because I just sing with it. I don't even have a technique, I just do it. So I don't really know if I'm a good teacher in that one. But practice, like if you have a song, practice. I mean, I lower my voice pretty much. Like, I can sing lower and higher now than I used to, by just practicing singing low and high. What microphone do you use? Dynamic or condenser? I don't even know what that is. It's old, like it's a really old microphone. I think it's from the 70s. My dad gave it to me. It's really old, and I like the sound of it. It's just like something that I've never really cared for. I think it's a condenser though. I think there is a battery. No, is there a battery in it? I'm not even sure if there's a battery in it. Probably is though. Because I have another one, which is laying in the corner. I can't show you now, but that one doesn't have a battery. This one has. So maybe you can tell because it has a battery. How do you do Kurt style vocals without hurting your voice? I'm a bad example. I hurt my voice multiple times while singing, especially when I started with Nirvana, but I kinda didn't really, like, as soon as I start to scream or yell, police! As soon as I start to scream or yell, it just happens, like my voice just cracks that way. I can control it a bit, but, if I just go crazy, I can't control it and it just starts to sound like that. Many asking about acoustic guitar tips. Yeah, just don't start if you're starting, if you already can play a bit. If you're starting, buy an electric guitar. If you're a bit, more, how do I say it? If you're a bit more experienced with guitar and played a lot, get a good guitar, not like a cheap one. A cheap one isn't good. What are you doing in your life besides music? At the moment, not really much. I am thinking, or I'm pretty sure I will go to university at the end of the year, and study psychology. Yeah. I was about to say Scientology, but that isn't a fucking class. It's called psychology. Let's see if I missed something. Do you have any job? That, of course, says it all. Well, I'm a musician in part-time musician, if we want to call it like that. When is your B-day, your birthday? It's in January, the 25th. I think it's on my Instagram account, but I'm not sure if it says that. B-Day. What did you think of Endgame? I've seen it. I'm not gonna spoil anything. I liked it. It's okay. I know I'm not gonna answer that one. Alright. I think that's the questions. Woo! If you have any more questions, I'm gonna maybe do this more frequently and talk a bit more, because I like talking. It's also a good way. If you have a topic you want me to talk about, just write it in the comments. If you have any questions left, write it in the comments. Yeah, and just say what you think. Do you agree with my answers on some things? And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. I don't know if it's gonna be a cover or another talking video, because I'm working a bit on more music, but it's gonna be for later this year, so I'm not gonna do it on YouTube now. So yeah, see you next time. Hope you have a great day whenever you see this. Great day, night, afternoon, midnight, whenever you're watching this. Hope you have a great day, and yeah, see you in the next one.